time.
Glitch, run them bands up.
Yo, my people, I'm CJ. This is AntNation, man. Season 2, back with my boy Trage, man. How you doing, my brother?
You already know, man. We good. Can't complain.
It's good, my
Can't
boy. Good, my
complain.
boy. Coming all nice in the suit and
It's
that.
just part of the work attire. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, busy guy, man.
Busy guy.
Man. But yeah, my bro, tell us how you are and what you do.
So my name is Travis, but I go by the artist name Trage. That is Trage. But some people know me as the coldest one. Controversy.
Jeez.
But essentially, I'm a artist from South London. I make all different types of genre. Recently, I've been getting into house, something that I've been seeing the market in. I also have my own events company called MW Events. We host events to where artists can come down and perform to a crowd, a very supportive crowd, as you know, we really do believe in community. And it's a really great way for, you know, people who use music as an outlet and have nowhere else to go to come in a space and have that supportive crowd just there. And yeah, I work full-time in recruitment right now, so
that's good,
hence why the suits.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about MW Events later, but right now, how would you describe your style of music?
Ooh. You know what, yeah? I say that my style is something that can't be replicated. And I guess some people could maybe say that I'm a bit, you know, egotistical for saying that.
Okay.
But I definitely say that every time that I've performed somewhere, showed somebody a song, it's left a really good footprint to that person's like, oh wait, I remember that song from so and so and so. So definitely something that just cannot be replicated.
That's good, my bro.
Yeah.
Can't be real, you do a lot of freestyles and a lot of freestyles, man. Like, would you say you're like a freestyler or you're just like a person who likes to be different, like leave a footprint?
Yeah, like, do you know what it is? So actually, funny enough, on my Insta, like, it's all archived now, but I first started off like literally, I was rapping in my room. I just literally, all I did, I put my phone against like my laptop and just was freestyling and then posting that. And then I started joining like different competitions, Insta lives and stuff, and started gaining a little traction from that. But then eventually got to a point where I was like, I'm not really just trying to be the guy who's in his room freestyling. Like, there's a whole world out there. And then obviously, I remember messaging one of my closest friends called Josh. And I was like, what do you think of where I'm at right now? Like, what do you think I need to work on more? And he was like, look, we already know you can freestyle amazing, but we want to hear more songs.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And then,
nice, my bro.
yeah, first song came out was, I had a song called Circles. I released that and then I started gaining a bit more traction and after just branching out that way, just to make more tunes. So, yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple singles we're going to touch on into this interview, but
Okay.
right now, tell us the meaning behind your artist name Trage. I don't know if you said it before, but
yeah. So Trage actually comes from a well-known anime called Naruto.
Jeez.
So I mean, some may know, some may not know. But yeah, it comes from an anime called Naruto. And I don't know, some may know the meaning Hokage, which Hokage means leader of a village or just leader in general.
Yeah.
So I've always in my life had to be a leader because, you know, my brother moved out at a young age.
Okay.
So it's only just been me in the house, taking care of the parents, taking care of food, whatever it is, I've always had to be that leader and the pioneer of things. So I managed to get that word, I merged it with my name Travis, and boom, came together Trage.
Makes sense, man. Makes sense.
So.
But I do feel you on taking responsibility in the household, man, for real. But yeah, anime, bro. What? Naruto's like your favorite anime?
Yeah, man. No, I ain't gonna sit here and lie. You know what I mean? Don't let the suit fool you. I'm an anime fan. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Oh, who's your favorite character, man?
Oh, do you know what?
It's a tough one.
Do you know what? Alright, I'll give you top three.
Okay, go on.
Alright, personality-wise, I'm gonna say Shikamaru. Do you know what it is about him?
He's too like...
I know he's too laid back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But do you know what? You see how calculated he is when he's actually in a fight and he cares.
Listen,
I don't know what it is.
Listen. Do you know what it is? His fight with, what's his name? The guy who can't die.
Hidan. Yeah.
Blew him up to death, bro.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, and Shikamaru isn't really... Yeah, like he's not really he doesn't really have any attributes or nothing. He's
just smart. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Just smart. But the top two, definitely Itachi, hands down.
Yeah, overpowered.
You're overpowered, but just like I said, calculated. He's always one step ahead. And he just always has those one-liners, which is like, yo, this guy's cool. You know what I mean? And then lastly, Kakashi. I just think
One copy.
You know what I mean?
One copy ninja. That's what they call it.
Yeah. I've just always liked his progression and what he is. Getting to see a bit of his backstory, even when the whole Obito scene and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely those are my top three.
Nah, I'm happy to hear you're an anime fan, my bro.
Of course.
100%. But yeah, let's talk about music a bit more. Do you have a team that supports you behind the stuff you do in the scene right now?
Yes, definitely. I would definitely say the team actually came this year from videographers, photographers, content makers, marketing as well. And even like my team is from other artists that I've worked with previously as well. Like we just come together and just talk about and discuss about like ideas of how we can elevate to that next step, essentially. So my team did come this year. Big up to them from they've done amazing things. And yeah, man, got enough love for them, enough love. They already know who they are. I got enough love for them, man. Enough love.
That's good, my bro. That's good, my bro. Let's talk about the drill scene, because the drill scene is kind of big in the UK and the US as well. So what's your view on the drill scene today?
Boy. Do you know this question, man? I'll be so real with you. I actually never used to like drill.
At all. Not even when it came out.
Even when it was in its prime, I used to like, and anytime I heard drill, I used to turn myself away from it.
So not even BT and Rendo, not AM.
When 6-7 came out and it was what was it
Let's Lurk.
Yeah, Let's Lurk and all that stuff there. Like even when they were big on popping on Instagram at the time, like I wasn't a drill fan. I was into the 90s.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Bro, damn.
And then eventually that's when I got into college. And my friend was like, look, Travis, you never know, just give it a try. Like just give it a try. So I was like, you know what? Cool. And eventually I ended up liking it after making my first song and the scene attraction. But the drill scene right now, I feel like it's becoming a bit washed. And the reason why I'm saying it's becoming a bit washed is because one, there's people capping on tracks, like wholeheartedly. Like some people need to get checked for half the stuff they're saying. Two, people are making, like, I remember when sample drill came out. And people, instead of like rapping on the sample, you're singing the sample, but then quote unquote almost making it worse. You know what I mean? And when I hear drill, I want to hear someone like just spit. Do you know what I mean? Or like, let me relate to that. Like, this is hard. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel like right now the drill scene is just becoming a bit washed. Hence why a lot of people are moving towards like Jersey, going back to even R&B and stuff.
More like American style.
Do you know what I mean? And obviously the pioneers of drill are just carrying it like throughout. You know what I mean?
A lot of them are kind of retiring, man. Like, 6-7 doesn't really make music like that. It's all the youngers now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I understand when you say it's washed, man. Like the UK is just dying now, man.
It's dying, man. And I think that's not a bad thing, because I feel like me as an artist, that's also showed me, okay, cool, if I do hop on drill, how do I approach this? So I like with drill, for me and drill, I like to sometimes add a comedic flavour to it. So that it's like, oh, right, did he say that bar sort of thing? Just because I feel like it just brings more people closer in a way.
I hear you say, my bro. Let's move on to you a bit more personally. So talk to us about your background, man, your musical background, your childhood, if it's not, too hard.
It's cool.
Just talk to us about your background, bro.
Yeah, so my background, man, I definitely will say that the life I lived and I'm living is not a life that I would
wish on to anybody else.
100% not. So I obviously grew up where my parents had to work 3 jobs, and both my parents actually.
Well, 3 jobs each?
3 jobs each.
Jesus.
So it would be a thing to where my mum would pick me up from primary, take me home within an hour, then she's off to work. And then I think from like 7 or 8, I was at home by myself, you know, just like literally there. And there was one of those things because I understood at a young age that they're doing this because we have a house, we didn't need to put food on the table and all these different stuff. So I was always in content with the little things. You know, my mum could go out, get a Primark, get a Ben 10 pajamas, and life is great. So I'm like, yo, I got the Ben 10, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm gassed, you know what I mean?
No, it's nice.
But like, when my older brother moved out, this is when I started, I guess life started to hit more harder.
Or like it went downhill.
Yeah, because normally, or when you have someone older, you can rely on that person. But I didn't. It was just me and myself. I had to go through journeys by myself. So I think, like, I give a good example, like me and my dad, right? You know, I love the guy to bits, but like we used to argue a lot.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Argue, fight, cuss each other out because, you know, he never wanted me to do music. You know, he always wanted me to become
to go to school, become a
doctor,
like,
engineer, parliament. You know what I mean?
Struggle being black, bro.
It's real.
Hey,
it's real, and
listen,
it's real. And both my parents come from a Caribbean background, so you know, in where my family and where we were raised in Jamaica is in a small village called Spring Village. Okay. It's just literally one end of the town to another. Okay. Probably like one end of Croydon to the end of Croydon, and like, you know, we obviously here in London you have access to so much, but over there you don't. Even just to go to school, like you don't have access to that. If you went to school, you were deemed lucky. Do you know?
Yeah, that's what my mum says sometimes. But obviously, growing up, I didn't really look at it that way. Like,
yeah.
I feel like school's just overrated.
You know what it is? Like, I will say that when I went to school, like I did feel like as I got older, I was like, why am I doing this? Because as simple as like algebra.
I mean, you don't use it.
I didn't use an algebra equation, you know what I mean? A Pythagoras theorem and all these different things. And I will say that I was very fortunate enough to have a teacher who kept me grounded. Like,
okay,
do you know what I mean?
Who actually cared about you?
Cared about me.
All right, cool.
Travis, no, it's 3 o'clock, but we're gonna study an extra hour. You're getting this grade. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so obviously my older brother leaving and stuff like that, it was very, I had to do a lot of things myself. I guess the pinnacle for me that made me understood that, all right, music, I'm going down this route wholeheartedly, was, so my mum is like my best friend, right? So there was one time where I must have came home and my mum wasn't home, and it was just my dad, and I see my dad crying his eyes out, he's on the phone. I'm like, I've never seen my dad like this, what's going on? And he's like, yo, it's your mum, she's sick. I was like, what do you mean? I've always seen my mum as a fighter and all these different things. The next day, I see my mum in the hospital bed. I'm like, what's going on? You know? And my mum and dad hid it from me that, you know, what my mum actually had going on. So then when my mum obviously went through a whole surgery and everything else, she obviously told me that she had cancer.
Okay.
So when I got told that now, I was like, yo, and this was like when I was in the last year GCSE, so do my exams.
Oh, that's the worst.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Time.
So obviously at that point, it was like I was already writing bars, I was already doing all these things.
You're studying and that as well.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Long.
So when I got told that after completing my exams, and I was like, okay, cool. Like, I need to do something. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to ever see my mum in that space again. I don't want to ever live, quote unquote, in regret for not doing something that my parents have spent years and hours doing. So yeah, so when my mum recovered, I remember just being in my room freestyling, just putting on random beats.
Oh, is it?
And that's even studio. I still even do that to this day.
Yeah, good habit, man. Good habit.
You know what I mean? It's a habit. And she came in my room. She was like, "Yo, Trage, is that you?" I was like, "Yeah, that's me." You know what I mean? She's like, "No, do it again." I was like, "Okay, cool." And I had this like little 16 bars, and literally I remember freestyling that to her, and she was like, "Yes, Travis, like, look, I'm gonna tell you this, like, this is God's gift here. Carry on, don't stop." So from there, it's
like on go
mode. And yeah, lastly, like the big pinnacle for me was when I went uni. To be fair, I've done a lot in a space of a year because I
Yeah, bro.
graduated.
Like I look on your Instagram, you're posting 24s, like
Yeah, like
more than me, bro. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad. Like, so when I was in uni, I was fortunate enough to meet a guy called TVT.
Yeah, we're
Um,
gonna speak on him as well.
yeah. So fortunate, God's grace in it. Met him and I saw his work rate,
Okay.
and I saw that, yo, like if I'm talking about taking myself to the next level,
Yeah.
this is where I need to be. So,
You go.
you know, me and him, we just bonded just like that. First day
Yeah.
of meeting. And I also met another guy called Zeno.
Okay.
And Zeno taught me how to be professional. And TVT taught me how to
It's like,
be hardworking, like be tunnel visioned.
okay.
And I definitely am a big believer of your circle is what's gonna turn out your mindset. You know what I
100%.
mean? And as I started chilling around these guys more, started seeing like my character develop more. Started having a different way of looking at life and music and what I want to do. And yeah, just from there, that's when everything just shot up. I made my first music video, Ranges.
Jeez. We'll talk about that as well, fam.
And from there, that's when everything just went up and up and up and up. But yeah, there's so much more layers to what's happened, from losing friends, from almost dying, from, you know, all these different things, which has tailored me to the person I am today, which is like, look, this is life. This is me. Do you know what I mean? Like, Trage is someone who always tells himself he's gonna make it, and each day he gets closer and closer and closer to it. But just like I said, my life is not something that I want anyone to live. But I definitely will say that if there's people who do see this, like, you're not the only ones. You know,
Facts.
I've gone through depression, I've gone through every layer in life that has knocked me down, but you're just not the only one. So if you do feel like you are, just speak to someone, man. Speak to someone.
100%, my bro.
But yeah, that's a bit about my little journey there, my little life.
That's a good story, bro.
Yeah.
That's a good story, bro. I'm happy you shared that with us, man.
Mhm.
But if you had an opportunity to work with any artist, who would it be with?
Ooh,
It could be big, small,
ooh,
brethren, or
dead or
some
alive?
engineer, any.
Oof, 100%. And Michael Jackson was alive.
Yeah,
Are you crazy? Listen, that is hard, man. Michael Jackson, 100%. But current day, definitely say Heady One.
Okay.
I don't know, just something about Heady One, just like,
He's a funny guy.
just a
bro.
funny guy,
He's a
like, do you know what I
funny
mean? Just
guy.
makes me just like, yo, like, this is hard. K-Trap,
Yeah.
and then obviously RP, but Cadet, I would love to work with him just because
Storyteller, man.
I definitely say he taught me how to like be very like vulnerable in my music, because that's something I never used to do. So yeah, definitely Cadet. See who else did I have in this? Obviously J. Cole, Kendrick.
Yeah, you think you can keep up with him though, J. Cole?
Oh, 100%, 100%. Call me
sure?
egotistical.
J. Cole.
J. Cole's hard, 100%. But you put me on a track with anybody, I will hold my own.
Sheesh.
Hold my own. Like, it's
crazy, bro.
It's point blank. Period. Everyone has like. There's been times where, don't get twisted. There's been times I've been in a room and I'm like, yo, I need to work harder. Like, yo, this guy's barring. I'm there looking at my notes. I'm like, these are not here.
Pressure.
Do you know what I mean? But right now, like, I can definitely say, you put me in a room somewhere with an artist that is established now, I can hold my own. 100%. 100%.
See you, my bro. Have you met any big artists in your career?
Yeah. So I was quite fortunate enough. So there was a company called Loads of Talent that reached out to me, and they were like to me, they asked, can I even say this when? I don't want to say when, but basically, yeah. So they reached out to me and they were like, oh, we got to shoot for Darko. And I was like, Darko, like Darko, like, you know what I mean? Like, because you don't just say that randomly. So yeah, they told me to come down, told me that I'd be really inspired seeing it as I'm an artist as well. Yeah. And I got to be on set on their on Darko's recent music video that he did with Tion Wayne.
Oh, what, the remix?
I think it's called it's like Shy. It's like in the church and everything. And yeah, you'll see me in two scenes. One doing the clap you know, in the little robe and that, and then in another scene as well in all white. But yeah, got to see Darko, got to see how, you know, do their thing.
Yeah.
And then after, like, I heard Tion Wayne's verse, and I'm like, ain't no way Tion Wayne gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? And then I see the green coat, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
hard.
proper.
Do you know what I mean? And then yeah, near the end of the of the shoot, they were like, look, like, go speak to him, let him know what you do, who you are. And me and him just had like a good 5-10 minute conversation with him and his team. I just asked him a straight up question. I was like, look, I'm not here to take pictures. I just want to pick your brains. Like, let me know from where I am right now, from recently releasing my song called Lit Back, and where you are right now. What does one need to do? And yeah, he just asked me, like, what do I do? What type of music? You know, he gave me advice, told me a little bit about his come up. And yeah, after that, I had like a business card which says C1, coldest one in it.
Oh yeah.
Gave it to him and said, "Hey man, whenever you have time, take a look." And yeah, that's what she wrote. So yeah, those two, yeah.
So how would you match the people you work with, and I want to say quality, but like how things work on your end compared to how things work on their end?
So I definitely there's a
They obviously have a lot of money to spend.
there's a
Innit? They have a
huge
budget to
jump.
spend.
Like the
So
jump is like as soon as you
Is-
got
is
a
it- is-
lens going from one end of the church to the other end of the church,
is it that big?
humongous.
So like money wise or just like knowledge wise or just
But everything, like,
Bruh.
I walked into the church. This was in Farringdon, right? I walked into the church. I see two people on a MacBook doing like editing at the same time. I see a long ass
Okay.
lens going down the church, going up and down. I'm seeing they've got boohoo stuff going on. They've got like a stylist. They've got the person who's directing. They've got so much stuff going on, but it's all like structured.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Whereas me, like, even though I have structure, the problem is on the day,
There's always something going wrong.
something may go wrong.
Like somebody coming late or just
That, do you get what I mean?
I feel you, bro.
And just seeing them do their thing and how structured and how the result of the video came out amazing. Yeah, like, just made me realize that, yo, there is a lot more work to do than what meets the eye, man. Yeah, 100%.
It'll come in time, bro.
100%.
It'll come in time, bro. I obviously asked you about drawing it. What do you think about the UK scene? Like the actual UK scene.
Actual UK
rap,
scene. Do you know what?
Soul rap.
Yeah.
Like Locks and, you know.
So as someone who obviously like to host events, I see every single genre. And I feel like the problem is in the UK scene, there's three things, right? The first problem is the underground scene, as we like to call it. So there's the underground and there's the mainstream. There's so many talented people on the underground scene that could have so many people that are on mainstream. So you probably know yourself. You've probably been in the booth with a couple. Do you know what I mean?
Trust you, bro.
And for some reason, ain't getting put in as much. Now, my thing is that the reason why I feel like these people are not getting put in as much, lack of knowledge, a lot of people becoming lazy, and also a lot of people are becoming very entitled. A lot of people in the UK are feeling like this. Like, bro, whoever's watching, it's like, you are not entitled to anything. You got to go out there and work for it. A lot of these people I've met in London so far, they're just lazy. It don't make sense. And I feel like now we're starting to see a bit more. I'm like, for me, maybe me personally, I'm starting to see people jump onto trying to make R&B become the new wave.
It's
You know,
always a new wave trying to come.
You get what I'm saying?
I
And I love R&B, man. But I just feel like the UK scene, there's not a lot of togetherness, coming together and understanding that if we do work as a team, we could do big things. Everyone's like very red eye-ish and, oh nah, like I don't want to make that person blow because so and so and so.
He might be bigger than
me, but you don't realize if I become big, I put you on.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So there's too much of that. And I think the last thing as well is there's a lack of open-mindedness in the UK scene. Everyone's very like,
they're used to doing one thing.
Yeah.
They don't want to like, I want to say take a risk and fail, but they're just kind of scared to change. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, bro.
And I just feel like, you know, for me, like, you know, if you're doing this music thing, like, like take Drake for example. He's jumped on every single genre and smashed it,
True.
quote unquote. So who's to say that you shouldn't do that for you? Yeah,
No.
even look at Cinch now, like his recent song with K-pop and Kid Laroi. He's up now. He's untouchable.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
And that's just because of being open-minded and putting himself in the rooms and the doors he's supposed to be in. So yeah, that's what I think was good the UK scene. But don't get twisted, there's some amazing artists out here in the UK scene. Even some that are mainstream as well. I just feel like a lot of people that are in the underground scene just have to work twice as hard just to get to you. You know what I mean? So
yeah, and find the right people, man. Find the right people.
find the
for
right
real.
people.
Cause I know how it feels when you feel like you can do everything by yourself, but no, you can't do everything.
You
by
can't,
yourself,
man. Everything takes a team, and even
100%.
even when people put in their songs like I came out of the mud by myself. No, you didn't. You had to go find the videographer. You had to go find the engineer. You had to go do all these things. You can't do it without a team, man. It's as simple as that.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Also, spend your money as well, man.
That too.
Adverts, promotions,
Yeah.
email marketing,
Yeah.
radio plugs, all of that.
100%. Just
You need to spend your money.
and wisely as well. Have a
100%.
budget plan. Like I think a lot of people, they obviously taking risks is good, but take a risk knowing full well you've had a thorough plan, like how much you're gonna put into this, like TikTok and Instagram and so and so and so, rather than just doing it and then you're disappointed by the outcome.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I would say.
That's cool, bro.
Yeah.
That's cool, bro. But let's talk about your singles now, man.
Okay, man.
Can't
Okay.
lie, your work rate, yo, madness.
Hey, we
I'm just
try.
looking at the questions like, yo.
We try, man.
Let's start from the beginning. Let's talk about Ranges.
Cool.
Talk about Ranges. Tell us about Ranges. How did it all, happen? Challenges. First time doing this. Just lay it out, bro.
So Ranges. So in the chorus I say, "Baby it ranges." Like I remember just being in uni, and sometimes not going to my class because all my guys would just go in. We had like a little booth, and we would do work together. It'd be like a good 10 of us. And whenever something went wrong, I'd just be like, "Yeah, baby it ranges." Just randomly for no reason, I'd be like, "Yeah, baby it ranges." And and then obviously eventually I saw this guy's page called Sanity to Fly, and I was like, I heard the beat, I was like, this is hard, cool. I have my home studio now, so instantly went straight into recording the freestyle, and I also had bars that I had written previously that I was like, yeah, this works with this. Let me add that. So when I did that now, after I got mixed and mastered by a guy called Jeff, big up him, works in Hazy Studios, and I had already had a plan of what I was gonna do for this music video as well. So for the music video, I ended up climbing the uni. And the
little store thing,
yeah.
I saw that part.
So I ended up climbing it now, and then I don't know, you have to like slow the video down to like 0.5 speed and look properly. You will see I think there's a lecturer. He just screws me.
Swear.
So, and then security comes and everything. So there's so much going on, but I'm like,
I just keep going.
Just go. Let's go. And I had a guy, obviously called Sam Shafiq as well, who was there. He was like also like directing, saying like, let's do this, let's do that, so and so and so. And yeah, did it in the uni. And when I did that song now, so that freestyle now, like when I was going through the uni and I posted it, everyone was like, this is me and sort of stuff. And then I remember having a show in Books Park.
Yeah, we'll go talk about that as well.
And then just literally most of the times where I was performing it, I started to meet new people, and people was like, "Oh, bro, you're the guy that jumped on the balcony thing." I was like, "Yeah, that's me, innit? Do you know what I mean?" But like, don't tell no one, innit? Do you know what I mean? So that was the whole thing behind it, and as well, and that was just like the starting point of everything. As well as it came out, I mean, it was around my birthday time. I think I released it. I'm not too.
Sweet.
Yeah, there's so many I've released. I'm not too sure, but it was around my birthday time that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have this music video ready to come out. Like, yeah.
What, you actually you didn't get excluded all night?
No, I just got in trouble. Just
don't. Like a warning.
Basically. Yeah. Like, come on, man, don't do that. And I'm like, hey, content's content, man. Do you know what I mean?
Can't, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's talk about the setup for Ranges. So obviously, cameraman here, visuals, the editor, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That was your first music video,
First
right?
music video, man.
So obviously you had some type of challenges.
Yes, yeah,
Would you
yeah.
like to talk about that?
Sure. At the time, obviously when I met TVT, he had a media company called Easy Shoot, and obviously I was working with them, like, and I was very transparent with them. I was like, look, I'll be real. I'm at uni. I'm working part-time in Curry's, and Curry's weren't even paying me enough.
Oh,
There were
really?
even times where I was working in Curry's and, like, when I got my paycheck, I was like, huh? Like,
Or was you on contract?
yeah, I was on contract as well.
Like 20 hours, 30
20,
hours?
20, sometime, and there was even a point. So here's what happened, right? So this is when when lockdown eased up.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
It's tough
tough
times.
times. So I was doing my classes at home,
Yeah.
and then after we was doing it in the Odeon in the cinema in Kingston, right?
Okay.
And then so when it came to the point where things were easing up and I was doing this music video, yeah, I was making like little to less money in Curry's, because
Yeah.
at times I look at my paycheck, I'm like, wait, hold on, they've underpaid me. Or whenever I've asked them for more hours, oh no, we can't give you more hours, but this other brother,
Yeah.
he's getting my hours. Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
selective. Yeah,
So very
9 to
selective.
5 is a very cruel. It's a very cruel
Very,
business, bro.
very, and it was just very favoritism. And I'm just sitting there like, what? Like, I've put in more work ethic into this.
I feel you, my
Do you know
bro.
what I mean?
Trust me.
And there was a point where basically at the time they told me that I had to. There was, at the time I was at first I was working in Weybridge, the Curry's in Weybridge, which was way out. And then after I managed
Sounds
to
quick.
far, man. Then I had to come down to Collier's Wood. But yeah, I was making at least, like, at that time I was only making it up to £400
Monthly.
monthly.
Tough times, bro.
It's literally that. And I had, when I obviously the shoot cost 300.
Ah.
So at that time when I did it around when my paycheck was coming, and I made sure I had no direct debits, nothing coming out. I'll be real. As soon as I had the money ready, I told them, "Here, I got the £300. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Working.
To the point, I even had a minus on my card, and I was traveling, scavenging. I was, do you know what I mean?
I feel you, bro.
And when that music video came out, it just got it like it was £300 for everything, that being editing, like even just little small form content as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything was all £300. And what was good is that the cameraman called Sam as well, like I already had an idea that I wanted it like kind of like with when Digga D did like his next up with the handheld sort of like movements.
Oh what? Oh yeah, what like his Mandem and that.
Yeah.
People call that the Joe Anthem.
Joe Anthem,
yeah.
Because it's such a good one, man. It's so good. So I just wanted to follow that route, and because of that, it was like cheap, easy, and good to go. Do you know what I mean? But I feel like the only reason why it went so well is because I communicated and I kept it real. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't like, I'm an artist, I got all this money in the world. I'm just like, look, I'm broke as hell. But when I get the money, just know you're gonna get it.
Gotta keep it real, man. You
know
don't know
what
what they're gonna throw your way, like a different package, a different bundle.
Bond, do you know what I mean?
Since you're going through this, I can do this. Then when things get better, we can offer you more. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So
and they were very transparent as well, like willing to help out, and was like, look, like we see the vision, we gonna make it happen. So
that's how it's meant to be, man.
Yeah, crazy, man. Crazy times. But, you know, as we say, fuck Curry's, innit? Because them and they're...
Nah, scene blow, my bro. But yeah,
Amen.
Let's talk about your single M-Way featuring TVT.
Yes, sir.
And elaborate on TVT as well, bro.
TVT, man. The guy that always smiled, and I never seen him angry. But yeah, so TVT's thing is always wearing yellow. How we came to the point of making M-Way was actually on the second day of us seeing it, like meeting each other.
Wow, like you two were that.
Everything. It was the first time we met. You're an artist. Where you based? Oh, you based here? Well, I mean, there's some people from here. So and so, just going back and forth. I remember sending him a beat on Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, like, what do you think of this?" And he's like, "I got something." Next day, it was like 6 o'clock. We met up in the booth in the library and just locked that whole booth off. We didn't even book it, but we made sure no one was coming.
But you didn't get in trouble with that?
No, man, just
God's plan, bro.
God just made sure that we locked off that one booth. And cool. I bought my little speaker, playing it on repeat, and then he had the chorus. I was like, yeah, you do the chorus first, and then I'm gonna come with the verse. And he was like, yeah, I'm cruising on an M-way, not a Segway. Sure, he's still for. I'm like, yo, like, this is hard. And then obviously, he wrote his chorus, and then I recorded it, went home, started writing to it. And then that's when the comedic side came into the place. And I started, one of the one-liners is, how you come out your yard like that when the kits and the trackies don't match. So we started adding all these components in together. And then within that same week, because that I think it was around like a Wednesday, on that same week, I booked a session at Hazy's on the weekend. Met Jeff, got it recorded in the space of 2 hours, mixed and mastered straight after that. Boom, me and T was like, yo, this track is, we need to do something about this. Do you know what I mean? Boom, we just went straight into recording. We locked off the whole uni, inside and out. We literally just did the video inside the uni. That's why you will see like the bookshelves and stuff in it.
Okay,
yeah, when we made that now, it was like, okay, it's go time, man. It's go time. Now every time we do this now, perform this song, it's so easy when people catch on. Do you know what I mean? And even the visuals behind it, like I was fortunate enough to meet a guy called Jay Nard, and he just understood where it was. And at that time it was no, I think it was like storm season. So we had like so much rain. We had to do a 2-day. No, it was like 3-day shoot.
Already.
Yeah. Because the first day we had to go into uni. Second day, hissing down rain.
Like even today as well. Yeah.
Yeah, like today, like.
Okay.
And then last day we was like, okay, it was a bit more sunny now. We're gonna go on the balcony and get the shots, chopped all together, and that's how Emily was made. But yeah, TVT man, as well as he's someone that I work with as an artist, he's also my brother. We always have calls and discuss about how we can better ourselves, always telling each other about different opportunities that we have. Or like if I've got a show, I'll be like, yo, bro, there's gonna be like 200 people here or 300 people here. Like, you down to perform this song with me? Yes, bro, come, make sure you're here this time. And he's just someone that's very reliable. Like if I'm like, let's get this done, I know that we'll get it done. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense, my bro.
So yeah, that's TVT, and that's how it was made, man.
That's good, my bro.
Yeah.
That's good, my bro. I think I was gonna say something, but it's like it just slipped my mind, bro. Where?
It might come to you later.
Yeah, hopefully. Let's say, yeah, you did a freestyle called Business.
Yeah.
What's it called? I remember watching it, yeah, and it was a different beat to what you was normally rapping on.
Business, yeah, serious business. I think it was.
You did Business, and there was one other freestyle. I can't remember what it's called. There was one other freestyle.
I know. It's probably one of my old.
Yeah, it sounded old, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like a different. I've never heard you spit on that beat ever. So
I think I may know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So was that you like testing out your waters?
Yeah. All the time, man. All the time. Like, put on any standards type beat, I'm just gonna be like, hey, let's do it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But and just because like, whenever I was in certain rooms, and a beat will come on, I will never have bars for it. I'm always freestyling.
Okay, yeah.
So it was just a thing to where it was like, okay, let me write bars for this type of beat, that type of beat. So when I go into these rooms,
like
I have something prepared. Do you know what I mean? Because you never know who's in the room. But yeah, now I'm feeling, bit serious. Yeah. I've probably been when I was starting out in my room and everything as well. That's crazy, man. Yeah, it's been a while.
No, it's good to look back from where you started and appreciate where you've come from. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That time as well was when when it comes to clothes, you put it too many times in the washing and it just comes discolored. That was me. I'm wearing this colored tracksuit and all that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. Those times were good, but
it's growth, man. Growth.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's pretty much from what I remember about the freestyle. Yeah.
That's calm, my bro. But what I was gonna say, I remember, since it slipped my mind, but it came back.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, like you use your environment a lot. Like you're not like most of these artists today that want to get all these cars and all these models, and you know what I'm saying. Like you use your environment. Let's say your budget was like you're free over here right now, innit? You use this environment to your advantage.
Yeah.
That's what I like about you, bro.
Yeah,
Like, you're very
thanks,
real
man.
with it.
Thanks, man.
You don't copy all these big artists with all these models, and
it's just
isn't
never
it?
I've never understood it. Like, who knows? I could be on the spectrum for all I bloody know, innit? I don't know, but like, one thing with me, yeah, like I can't be like anyone else and everyone else. Do you get what I'm saying? Because then, no, it's not even the fact of you forgetting about me, but it's like I haven't done the job. Because my one thing is that when I make a song or when I release a song, did I make you think about it? Okay, so in the sense of, I never understood, if you're in a drill song, you're talking about wetting someone up and doing this,
Everybody does that.
and then you got the girl just twerking. Who invited her? Who invited Stacey and Becky and Sandra? 'Cause I know I didn't invite. Do you got? It's just like
It's two different things,
and
innit?
it's the one bar. And the guy, and I'm about to dip man down, and the girl's just shaking her back, and then it goes back to him, and I'm like, huh? Like, what's going on? I thought, do you get what I mean? And for me, it's like that deters from the actual music. If you need to use that, I get it, like I get it, sex sells and stuff like that, but I never understood that. Like, so that's why I rate someone like what is it? J. Cole. Because he
he's
doesn't,
very real.
he just keeps I think one of his videos he was just like sitting down on the ledge.
Just rapping.
That's good.
It's the words he spits, man.
Spitting, you know, that's it. Let the music talk for itself. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, I feel you, bro.
And yeah, just like environment, because it's free. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't have to pay for certain things. Like, if I may just be cruising on I may be on the bus, even on my way here. I just literally like pictured like, okay, I can do something there, I can do something there. Cool. Next time I do a video, we'll come in it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some people they don't really bring the original back. They just want to copy people and bring all these. I call it. What's it called? Something syndrome. Like gold syndrome.
Gold,
like, you see gold and you just want to chase it.
Yeah, like magpies and stuff like that. Like even
like
just having a Lambo, like when the Lambo's gone, you know, I ain't driving that thing. Do you know what I'm saying? So I always keep it real, man. Like it's just the best way I know that I can connect with others, and it's helped me even where I am now, and I know it's gonna help me 2, 3, 4 years down the line. That okay, cool. You just kept it real throughout. Like, you know what I mean? I don't really care about Lambos and stuff. They're nice to have. They're amazing things, but just adding it in a music video just for it to just
unnecessary.
Yeah, I'm not even driving it. It's just
staring at
there. You know what I mean? That's just me how I think, you know. But other people can think differently.
That's cool, my bro. That's cool, my bro. Tell us about your single Coldest One.
Okay.
And also, you let out some merch for that as well.
Yeah.
So what was the the game plan?
Game plan behind that. Oh, Coldest One, man. Like, honestly, it was a bit of a risk. And it was a risk, and it was going off a whim as well. Like, so Coldest One, obviously, I had a producer called Paris, who I grew up with since college. Played it, sent me a beat, and I was like, what do you feel this one? Told Paris to make that beat. And it was a tribute to him because, like, obviously I'm not going to speak too much about it, but obviously he done something for me in the past that I was like, I still kind of like rate and hold very tightly to me to this day. So when I just heard this song, that was like the first thing that came in my head, and I was like, cool. And I remember having the chorus, right? And I don't talk to this person no more in it, but I remember playing the chorus to this person, and he was like, yo, I don't want to lie, this chorus ain't it.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. And I was like, in my head, I was like,
that's mad disrespectful. Like.
Cool. I was just like, cool, send them more in it, like, up to you, but I'm still doing the song. And then, yeah, I remember recording the verses, everything put together, sending it back to Paris. Paris was like, yo, this is hard. Like, we got to think about promo and this, that, and the fourth. And in my head, I was telling myself, I'm going to get 10K streams organically doing this. And like, there's no doubt about this. So when I got it mixed and mastered and everything, had Easy Shoot there again. Spoke about doing the same handheld shots. Went up Waterloo, crossed through the London Eye and a couple of places when doing the video. But then, obviously, when it came to when the song was out, it was a thing to where, like, just releasing the song wasn't enough. So how else can I get people on board to see that this is a... So then the Coldest One started to become my slogan. And everyone started using it around me. And it, like, even when just the little conversations, like, that song's cold. Oh yeah, and then someone was saying, Coldest One, do you know what I mean? Those little things, and it just became a slogan for me. Or if I comment underneath someone's page, I'll put C1. Do you know what I mean? So then I had a Coldest One challenge.
Okay.
and I had like over 50 submissions just like coming
like
in,
hella content.
a lot of
just-
content coming
that's
in.
how you're meant to do it.
Do you know what I mean? And like, obviously through that as well was really good traction as well. Some people, I think one of like this guy called Aro got like 10K in the space of like a week, just like literally just posting a freestyle off that. So I just started to see that through what I'm doing, it's not only benefiting me, but it's benefiting the
Other
masses.
people
Do
as
you know what
well.
I'm saying? So
Yes.
after that, the challenge now, lastly, I started talking to like different marketing people. What else is next? Started getting my songs playlisted, played on the radio.
Yes.
And slowly, that's when we're at, I think we're on 14K right now.
It's good, my bro.
And that was just like, I'm just gonna do this organically, Nava, wherever it is, just done. And I even still to this day, it's like a slogan, like even people comment C1, even though it's got the song is not coldest one, it's got nothing to do with it. Someone will comment.
Yeah, like it's leaving your mark. Like
Yeah.
they're helping you leave your mark behind,
Do
basically.
you get what I'm saying?
That's how it
So
is.
and that was the story behind Coldest One, and obviously it's still behind to this day. I even had, like even performing it, I still get great traction from it. It's just a really nice song just to just vibe and listen to on a nice chill drill beat. So yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we'll talk about events and performances soon. But yeah, like I said, bro, like your work rate, man. There's so many.
Hey man,
You
your boy's tired, but we made the most of it. You know what I'm saying?
Aye. But yeah, let's talk about Litback.
Yeah.
Because when I was writing these questions, I think Litback was one of your not latest, but it was quite recent. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about Litback, man.
So yeah, lit back. I was just scrolling through the internet, found a beat, and then obviously there's a genre called new jazz.
Yeah, it sounds more modern, like Yeet mixed with some other drill.
Yeah. And I've always wanted to just figure like I think the first time I heard it was from my friend Crims, and he just like he
producer.
so he produces now, but also he's a rapper as well. But every time we would jump on like PS5, he would be playing beats, and I'm just like, he would be freestyling, rapping, or anytime he released a new song, I'm just like, it's just hard. So anyway, I remember just scrolling through, and you know sometimes YouTube does like a recommended for you. That beat came on, heard it, and I was like, I'm working on this. Contacted the producer, I'm like, look, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna make this a banger. It's gonna be a thing. So on. Now, this was where, at the time when Litback came out, it wasn't the time it was supposed to come out.
Oh, really?
So what ended up happening, I ended up becoming really sick, to the point, that's where it comes to where I almost died. And I was so severely sick to the point where, like, I just had the chorus in my head, I was bedridden, I couldn't do nothing.
I wouldn't say paralyzed, but you couldn't move, no nothing.
Nothing, man. I was sick, and it was a slow recovery.
Forgive me for like trying to make it personal, but was it like, what can I say? I don't want to say cancer, but like,
I'll tell you what it was.
was it worse than COVID? Have you had COVID before?
Yeah, I've had symptoms, but not
actual.
thing. So I'll tell you what it was, right? Cool. So back in February, this year, around my birthday time, obviously at that time I think I can't remember what it was, but I remember it was like flu season. So I ended up getting a cold. And I don't get cold like that, but when I do, it hits me hard. So I got a cold, normal sniffles and little cough here and there. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'll be fine. 3 days later, I'm jumping up in the air, I'm perfectly fine. My friend has invited me for my birthday to go to a night, like this hotel called Citizens M, and this nice little restaurant in Victoria. On that night, when I was sleeping, I started to notice that the cold coming back, and something wasn't right. Like I started getting headaches, I'm sweating, all these different things. When I was at that hotel now, like my rib cage here, around here, like it was like very contracted. So and it was to the point where every time I was breathing, it was like pain, like literally constant. Long story short, now, I went doctors, and they said I had tonsillitis.
What's that?
So tonsillitis is when the parts of the back of your throat is like very swelled up, and it makes it very hard for you to swallow, eat, even just
like
drinking water. Yeah, literally that as well. So for me, I had to sleep with, like, I couldn't even swallow. So it was.
Did it like put a tube or something?
So they looked inside no homo, my throat, and obviously they saw that my tonsils were swollen, and like it was like really red, like vigorously red, which normally it's just not normal like that. So I went to the GP. They gave me, I always say it wrong, penicillin or penicillin.
Penicillin, I think.
Yeah, and on that period, I remember on the packet it says take 6 of those a day. So I was like, look, man, if it's gonna make me feel better, I've got a show in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Cool, whatever, innit? I remember going home, taking the 6 every hour, went sleep, and then I woke up at like 11, and then my body just felt so hazy. Like the room was properly spinning. I remember screaming, and the only time my mum was home, I remember screaming, I was like, Mum, like, I ain't feeling right, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And I'm literally crawling down the stairs to the plane, boom, blacked out. Woke up now, like 2-3 hours later, I barely even remember what even happened between that time. I'm on the couch, and I'm like, yo, what's going on? I see my dad there now, my mum's here, and my mum's like, yo, like, you're gone. But I'm still got this headache now.
Yeah.
And then it became a thing to where I started bleeding on the left side of my nose. So every time I was sneezing, or every time I would, like, little breathers, blood was coming out.
It's crazy, though.
And it was mad migraines. It was hard to sleep at night. It was really hard. And to the point, long story short now, they found out that I was allergic to the drug that the NHS gave me.
Okay.
So that caused a massive allergic reaction for me. And then that's what caused all the migraines, the tonsillitis, and all this other stuff there. So they put me on something different, which worked like a charm. And yeah, I like covered in like I think like 2 weeks after that. So anyway, long story short, so that period there was when I was around February time I was meant to release Lickback. And then when I came now the comeback, this was like comeback season now.
Yeah.
I'm recovered, cool. Events company reached out to me, it's in Catford, want me to come down. I remember performing this song. I met with my friend Rasky, Living Right, all these guys. I'm meeting up with the man them. All out. I'm meeting up with the man them. They're like, yo, Travis, you're back. Like, you know, like, yo, Trage, like, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Then, obviously, they've never heard me on this genre.
Okay.
And even when I recovered, I had recorded everything in my house. I was making sure, boom, this is getting done. Remember performing the song, and that's why you see in the beginning of the video, you see a performance. That is when it was like the returning season of Trage.
Okay. So you did 2 in 1 basically.
Yeah.
Bro,
and literally that performance there was the pinnacle when people were like, oh, bro, like, Trage is hard. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on? Like, I was not expecting that. So and so and so. And yeah, man, this song here I have people telling me they listen to it when they're going to the gym.
Yeah,
I even still listen to it this day. Like, it just gets you amped up. Just, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. And I like to use words and phrases and slogans. Like, you already know the term lit back. Do you know what I mean? I just like to use these things to make these songs like catchy and something that you can relate to and stuff like that. But that was like the story behind Lit Back. And I also look at Lit Back as the comeback season because I was really, really ill. And so, yeah.
I'm proud you came over that, bro. That's a mad story.
Yeah,
right there,
bro. It was mad, man. It was just the worst kind of feeling ever, man. Just feeling like that. And, you know, at that period as well, I lost really close friends. Like, you know, just certain people that I thought that had my best interests.
Yeah.
Didn't. But that's just how life is, man.
It's life, bro. It's life, bro.
I mean,
did you sue the people though that gave you the penicillin, or you just thought?
do you know? I was just like, life is good now. I can't care anymore. But my mum, obviously, young Caribbean parents, Travis, you have to go do this, do that. I'm like, Mum, please. I just
don't want any trouble in it.
I just recovered.
Bro,
like, let me breathe.
Listen, I feel you on that one, man.
So yeah, that was literally the little story behind Lit Back, pretty much. Yeah.
Cool, bro. Cool, bro. It's good to hear about your recovery, G.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, let's talk about your single called Warzone. Did it with a guy called Roller. You also did another single called Serious Business.
Yes.
What's the artist's name? Serious.
I'll call him Cal.
Yeah.
So
that's like 2 international.
Mm-hmm.
How did that even happen?
So Foundation Freestyle come out, and when I did that, that's when I had like promo and stuff come out for that. and then they saw the page, started like, and when they started following me, they were like, yo, bro, you're hard. Let's get to work. Especially Roller. He was so fast with it.
The Bullzones,
No.
that's a mad chat, bro.
Yeah, it's a mad one
It's a
still.
mad chat. Yo, it's like, cool.
So he sent me the beat, Roller. Serious Biz, same sort of story, both of them. One is Thailand. I can't, if it's Iran or Iraq, I'm really bad with that stuff. But yeah, like, both sent me the beat, everything, cooked it up in my home studio, sent my verses back off to them, and they were like, yeah, we need to get this out, let's get this out, you know what I mean? And I remember just posting like, I've got this person from Thailand, England come together, and then they're together. And me and Roller actually working on something else right now as well.
Or like a joint album, like Tefan.
Yeah. We want to just
like a whole project.
Like, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that, bro.
Yeah. So
after hearing Warzone,
and even Cal as well. He's been doing his thing. He's hard, man. And I just think like it was really good just having like people outside of London that you can work with. Do you know what I mean?
It's a good collab.
Good collab. And even as well, like, because I think a lot of times, obviously with foreign collabs, one person speaks another language.
Yeah,
you know
it's good to have like, because then the fans can probably pick on
what I'm saying, innit? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think onto our culture.
I think Roller is the only one that speaks some words he says is in his own language.
Yeah.
But like most of the time he's just in English, which is like the blend just works well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, and the energy as well. I feel the energy.
Ah man, that been doing that. I did that at night time as well. Mum was like, Travis, turn down the blood cleat. I was like, Mum, look, please. But yeah, that beat and everything. I remember hearing that beat. I remember I be in the shower, I be everywhere. I'm just listening to this. Right. And then I mean, all my bars come from like stuff I've gone through and just everything else. So whatever it is, I'm making it happen.
Yeah, but you're on it, man. Like your work rate is mad.
Don't know how.
That's a good thing, bro.
Thank you, man.
I'm proud. Tell us about Over the Counter. I met him today.
Okay.
He was here before. You missed him.
This guy's everywhere, man. This guy's everywhere. This guy don't stay still.
He was editing right here.
He was editing right here. Yeah.
I met him. I was like, oh yeah, like I see you on my page. I'm like, yeah, what? You over the counter? Because I remember when I first started, that he was like one of the first pages I saw in it.
Okay.
So I was like, and there was another page called SOB, Stand on Business TV as well.
Okay.
But yeah, I was reaching out to pages like,
and stuff like
podcast,
that.
Yeah. Over time, you know what I'm saying? I haven't met Obi-Wan, but I'm speaking to Moby-Wan as well. There's many people, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was right here today, bro.
That's crazy, man. I mean, we literally was talking earlier about I'm doing a listening party for my EP.
Oh, really?
And we were just talking. He was just telling me like, oh yeah, like man's gonna be there, so. The fact he's here, that's crazy. But yeah, Over the Counter, man. So met the guy who owns it, called Ash. He's so very transparent, easygoing. When he started, one thing that he said to me was just like a lot of people didn't believe in what he had.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Do you know what I mean?
I feel that.
And I was literally telling him like when we had like a whole 30-minute conversation over the phone, and I was like, yo, like tell me about your business plan. Like, where do you want to go? I was like, yo, like you've got something here, so let's put 2 and 2 together then. And he obviously was filming it in Box Park. I remember waking up early, and that's when I had respect. Respect is earned. I know Dumbways has been gifted, and we was like, yo, let's get this recorded. So from there, recording that Over the Counter, loads of other people started coming into the mix, and again, he just built a family off that. And he's such a hard worker, man. Like, even he will do stuff with Over the Counter, but to put us as artists on.
Yeah, of course.
But also as well, like, just simple filming as well. Like, I remember I had my headline show and he came down, did a nice he filmed a little freestyle content before Over the Counter, and it's helped one of my friends get onto like Pen Game and she's been doing her thing. But yeah, man, Over the Counter is such a blessed place to go. Very, I will definitely say, like, obviously, I know that he's trying to be different than the Mixtape Madness, the GRM, and all that other stuff. I know that.
Yeah.
But I definitely...
Let's talk about the work rate, though. Like, you were saying how yeah, like how he came to your show,
Mm-hmm,
he did the little things for you, and over the counter, how he's creative and
yeah.
how he says he doesn't want to be basic and
Yeah,
tell us, bro.
just literally like he's always thinking about ways of like not only for it's benefiting him and his like company, his brand, but also it's benefiting the artist as well. It's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. We're both eating out of this, and you know even just as simple as like all right, the video's done. How are we gonna market this? The way he markets it, his editing is just all there to tailor towards you, benefit you, to make it work for you. Do you know what I mean? And he always comes up with new ideas. And what's so really good about him as well is that he's always doing research behind closed doors.
Yeah, you have to.
Do you know what I mean? And I think that's one of the key reasons why a lot of people may quote unquote flop. But he just does all these different things and it just draws out the best in you. And yeah, like over the counter, man, if you hit him up, that's the best way I can say. Hit him up, man,
Yeah,
because
man.
he's really good, man, really good.
Andre, having a platform there's a lot of responsibility, man.
Oh,
The
100%.
people that come on your platform, you have to make sure they're getting what they want. Like, have a conversation,
Yeah.
have a consultation call if you have to.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you now, like I've learned the hard way a couple of times. Like you need to be on your toes 24, bro.
Have to, bro.
Creativity, the way you spend your money, the equipment, everything. Everything.
And I think that's a really key, man, really important. And I think that's why it just also comes back down to the fact of like being open-minded.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not willing to take yourself out of that comfort zone,
this ain't for you, man.
this ain't for you. Like, regardless of whatever it is, that even engineering, even being a football player or whatever it is, if you're not willing to take yourself out of this comfort zone, just stay out yard. It's as simple as that.
No,
Stay out yard, man.
Facts,
and I've the people that I'm around now, even over the counter, he brings out, like I said, he brings out the best and makes us become comfortable in being uncomfortable. You know, little things like that, man. And yeah, big up to him, man. Just big up to him, honestly.
No, yeah. But yeah, now that if you guys if you came when he was here, yeah,
Yeah, that would have been a special moment. I'm not gonna lie.
100, man. But Basement Cypher, was that your first cypher?
Nah, I've had bare ciphers, man. Yeah, so like
I'm not shocked, man. You're active.
I've had bare ciphers, man. I've kind of stopped a bit the ciphers now because obviously, like I said, what I was saying before, like freestyles and stuff for me, and obviously I'm trying to move away from. I've been moving away from that, but essentially, yeah. So like Basement Cypher, came about from my guy JT. He's also my DJ at my events.
Sheesh.
And he's always loved grime, you know, but he's also a producer, so his beats mental, man. And yeah, he's just another grafter as well, you know. And we were talking about doing this Basement Cypher, you know, like let's make it happen. And just from that video there and everyone that was there on the day, even more people wanted to get involved. Do you get what I'm saying? Because they saw that there was like so much ins and outs to it. Do you know what I mean? And I really enjoyed doing the Basement Cypher 100%. And we're in discussion of doing it again. And
you should, man. It should be like Black Box.
Box,
you know how they do their ciphers for under 16s.
Exactly.
Yeah, man, do it.
And yeah, literally like the Basement Cypher, he's even now doing it on the tube.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's mad creative, you know.
So he's locked off a whole tube. I can't remember where it goes from one end to the other, but he's done it in the tube. And I was like,
that's done no money. A whole tube.
Like the one of the carriages in it. He just he's got a table thing there. It's like it's like, so.
I would understand the bus. I know there's a platform out there that does it on the bus.
I think I've seen it recently
like,
as
they
well.
do with 9s in it.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that, but a tube.
Yeah, bro.
That's next level.
One carriage. He's got his mic, laptop, this, that. Brothers there freestyling and rapping. He even done one in the Morleys. Like it's just that's what I'm saying. Like the creativeness behind it. It's like. Not only that I'm doing stuff inspiring for people, it's also inspiring for me. But like that Basement Cypher and the person running behind it, JT, like just another individual that's just on it, creative, and yeah, man, like just Just blessed, man.
Bro,
But
yeah.
but my first cipher, like proper cipher,
Mm.
was at producer link up.
Producer link, I haven't heard that.
So producer link up is where producers come down, they play their beats, and like obviously it's a great way to network for producers because sometimes obviously producers are behind the scenes. It's just a great way to kind of get them a bit more forward,
Like,
basically.
yeah.
And yeah, like I remember just like going there, always spitting, building on a name for myself. So anytime I went there and I did jump on the mic,
It's like open mics and
yeah. But then when I did ever come on the mic, people were just ready to hear like, okay, cool, he's gonna come with something done hard. Do you get what I mean? Like something that yeah. So that's when I first started off doing like ciphers in it. So yeah,
that's calm. Sorry to interrupt. Do they do like producer battles?
yeah.
Cause that's a common thing nowadays.
So they do
Or
producer
to me
battles.
anyway.
They do producer battles, and that's how I met most of the producers I work with now. They just have one producer against another producer. Whoever wins goes to the next round. Leads up to a end of year big clash.
Jeez.
And yeah, it's just like really good. Because I think it keeps the producers on their toes.
Yes, 100%.
And also allows the producers to now come like just deviate and find their own style. Because I think a lot of people can relate to like going on YouTube, finding a beat and finding beats and the beats just sounding terrible.
It's not what it's compared to what all these big rappers use.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the
Bro.
same. It's not the
not the
same.
same
You
at
really have
all.
to search. Like me, I could be on one person's page and I'll be searching for hours until I find, all right, cool.
What about Beatmasters? I think that's an app.
Yeah, like
Is that even good?
Even I even use it like that. Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
Luckily for me, like obviously, you go on my YouTube, I got like 2,000 something beats there that are all that I like. That I know that eventually I'm gonna come back to and work in them and make a banger out of that. And even some people that I work with now, like they send me beats and cool, we make magic happen. But like producer link, yeah, great place for producers to come out and just like find their own style and find their people and find people to work with, and a lot of big stuff has happened there. Yeah,
Good, my bro.
yeah.
Good, my bro. Like you said, you're not gonna do ciphers right now in the future, but is there like a good reason, or are you just?
I like to say that I love ciphers. Like even if I'm at an event and they're doing a cipher, like I will jump on 100%, even if it's a crowd I don't know. But I just feel like it was a thing to where when I was rapping in my room and I was freestyling in my room and posting that, it was a thing to where like you reach a threshold pretty much, right?
Okay.
And it's like once you reach that threshold, you need to figure out how you can now move that threshold to another level. And for me, it was recreating songs now. And I know a lot of people now want to hear more freestyles, but at that period and this period, like it's just showing me that okay, cool.
Like you're trying to be on something bigger.
Bigger, yeah. Like
Makes
I've always
sense.
even I've always dreamed about even going on like Funkmaster Flex Hot 97. Do you know what I mean?
That's
like
a whole nother level, bro.
those sort of stuff. Like my favorite one is Dave East, right?
Yeah.
And he brings his boys with him.
Yeah, he always does that.
There's two of them. I think it was one. I can't remember what they were wearing, but it was just he brought his guys along. Each one of them are just going hard.
They're rappers too.
Yeah, they were rappers too.
Okay.
And each one of the rappers was going hard. Davey started spitting. His friend, who's an artist, started spitting. Next one started spitting. And then it just was like, yeah, I've always dreamed about jumping on Hot 97 and other stuff like that. Innit? Even like Black Box, I'm even thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
But yeah, for now, that's just been my thing, just pushing out songs, pushing out new styles and stuff like that.
That's calm, my bro. That's
Mm.
calm, my bro. What was that?
Always, man.
Represent Radio and Kiss FM. You've put a couple songs out there, like
yes.
So, wait, who was is it Elaine? Is that her name? Ellie.
Ellie Prohan.
Ellie,
yeah. Big up her, man. Big up her.
She's kind of big when it comes to small artists. But how do you feel like being on there for the first time, though? Like Kiss FM, though.
It was a miracle. It was a great feeling, man. Because
I can imagine.
Like, first of all, Ellie.
Yeah.
Reply to your emails, innit? But like it was the thing is, it was like because I was putting in the hours to make the emails and stuff, but being on it, it's like it always gives you that leap of hope. know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I know Ellie's not gonna put anyone on. And she's not gonna just put someone on because we're friends, like, or whatever it is. Like, she genuinely likes what's being made. She sees something in you, and I think it's such a blessing to see and have, and know that there are people out there who have more access to you, who have more whatever it is than you, and they still will feel the need to put you on.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's so nice just like having that day and playing like, right, I'm on the radio, like I can go back and you know what I
like, show
mean?
your friends and that.
Show
Like,
friends,
like,
family.
coming up.
You know what I mean? And it's such a nice feeling, man. And obviously going out and other ones like Rinse FM with Khadija.
Okay.
I think my first radio play was West Side Radio or West Side Radio, and I think it's based around here in Croydon. And yeah, like that was like the pinnacle for me. Just like Kiss FM, Rinse FM, Represent Radio as well.
There's even Croydon FM.
FM as well.
Not
Damn,
too far.
like answer your like emails. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They're probably bombarded with emails.
Nah, but my one, I've put different subjects. I put you better know. I've in capitals and exclamation marks. I've put. One time, I tell you what, I even put suck your mum in one. Yeah, I'm being no joke. I even put suck your mum in one just for them to read it. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just that's just me in it. Like, I'll just do anything. I know there's consequences to shit, but like, I just take that risk. But yeah, it's a great feeling, man. It just makes you know that you're on the right path and doing something. Because at the end of the day, another human's listening to the song. If they feel the song, they're gonna put it on. It's simple as that.
It could be like an agent or someone bigger, like you know, like A&R or like what's the person above the A&R? Like a manager,
like I say like
something like that.
Yeah, like the manager.
They can go to their organization, and you never know, bro.
Yeah,
because things can happen
just like that overnight.
Unexpected.
So for me, it's like, okay, like I'm being taken in because they don't have to, and I'm not entitled to be on this radio station. You know, so the fact that they're doing it means something.
I feel like you're doing something good.
Yeah, man, 100%.
It's good, man.
100%.
Good, man, bro. But let's go on to Gala Ball. You performed there.
Performed there.
Like, you see the Gala Ball? Yeah? Yo, wait, bro. I know you're gassed.
No,
I know you're gassed. Wait. What was I gonna say? Yeah, like, is that like a friend's event? Or was it like the Gala Ball?
So yeah. So basically, back in uni, this is gonna sound so weird. So weird. So back in uni, I joined a Filipino society. I'm not Filipino. Let's just put that out there, okay? And there are people there, and obviously back at uni, we were working very like closely with them. And then eventually, when we graduated from uni, they were still running events. So they told us like, "Yo, like we really want you guys to UNT to come down and perform." And I was like, "Yo, it's nice." You know what I mean? Got the suit and the booted, everything, got the perfume on deck, everything looking fresh. You know what I mean? And I remember just meeting up with T. We're like, T, okay, cool. Listen, this is the game plan, all right? This is the game plan. You put your shades on, I put my shades on. Be cool and cordial at first, and then after you perform, you know what I'm saying, then go a little bit loose. What do we do? I made a song specifically for the Filipino Society called Mahakita, which Mahakita means I love you in Tagalog.
So did they have like their own cultural music behind it?
Yeah. So I did it on like a garage team because a lot of like
they listen to like club music.
Garage, house. A lot of them do like that. So I remember just doing over that, and the thing was like girl said, what is it? Girl told me in Mahakita, sorry man, girl, I don't know what that even means. Casalending call, and then just going off of that, like using their language and merging it in so they can listen and kind of follow on.
That's
you know what I mean,
bro.
And even Zeno gave me a big up Zeno as well for this. Like, he was like, Travis, like, make a song that is gonna connect rather than maybe a song that I may play here or then they may not understand it. And yeah, that was such a nice event, man. People were so friendly. A lot of stuff happened on the night. It was a bit shocking. Yeah. But like,
you can't talk too much.
I can talk. I can talk for days, man. I was just a bit shocked. Like when the drinks go down a people's system,
Yeah, people just
yeah,
they let some next level of
demons come out, bro.
themselves. You
So,
see me?
but yeah, like it was a good event, great event, and a good way to connect with more people. I actually even met a videographer there called Marie, who I've worked very closely with on an amazing music video for my song called Overthink, and yeah, you just putting myself in that room was great, and I think that's another thing I always say to people, like, you just never know who's in that room.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? And I never thought of me going to this gala ball to perform, and it's an amazing, expensive place that I'm gonna meet someone who's gonna be the videographer to one of my songs that people love. Never thought about it, but hey,
Yeah,
we're there.
chances, bro.
You know what I
That's
mean?
how it is.
And I think it's cool as well because people can see that I can do both. Like, I mean, I'm in a suit today, but you know, on my page you can see that I can be professional and I can be chilled. So yeah, it was great, man.
Yeah,
Great
very
day.
versatile. I like that about you, bro. Really out there, bro.
Have to, man.
100%. Yeah, Nella Rose. It was,
Mm.
I think, on one of your posts, you mentioned her, and you had like a clip of her show.
Yes.
Like, was you on the show?
Yeah.
Tell us about that, man.
My Jesus. You know what? Listen, you lot are very, very, very fortunate. Because guess what? We're gonna tell you the story and the truth behind it. Because I'm sick and tired. Oh, what happened after? You're gonna find out now. Click his page, you're gonna find it out right now. Okay. So here's what happened, right? Boom. So this was back at uni, third year. All right. Wall of Comedy put up a post, and now I have insomnia, crazy. Like it's like after I hit 12 o'clock, I'm not going to sleep. I'm up. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And even sometimes I'm like, why am I up again? But I'm just up.
Yeah.
So I see the post, and I'm like, I need to drop this email. I'm up 2 a.m. typing the email like, hello, my name is Travis. I'm this tall, 6'2". I'm this, that, and the fourth. Black, this from there. Did it? I dropped the maddest thing. Called next day, they responded to me. I'm like, okay. Then they said, drop a video of like explaining your type and everything.
Yeah.
But like make it funny.
Okay.
Cool. So I said, what did I say again? I said, I know I just said something on the line of if she's trying to mash, then something like that. Just something crazy. I can't remember exactly, but I just mentioned what I liked and I just had some comedic stuff into it. Then obviously after that, they responded to my email again, had a meeting with the video director of it. And I'll be real, my hands were there sitting in the call like this. I'm like, yo, like if I fuck this up, like.
No,
you know what I mean?
Planned it, doing it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And the end goal was like, planned it now. He's like, we really like you, want to have you on board. Cool. Day of the Nella Rose shoot felt like a superstar, but it was a thing to where it showed me something that I really want to do more of. And so on the day, got picked up on a nice little Addison Lee thing. I'm like, I got boss man.
That VIP treatment.
Yeah, I'm just like getting a trip from here to Lewisham. I'm like, cool. I mean, one time I need to take. I'm in the Addison Lee. I'm like, I need to take a wee. Don't worry, sir. Don't go. You go use the toilet. Stopped off in nearby Sainsbury.
Swear.
Went to the toilet. Went Sainsbury. Got food. Boom. Went there.
Chauffeur vibes.
So I'm thinking this is nice. Anyway, now you guys want to know what actually happened because I always get this question and I don't care. I've kept it up there for you lot to see. But this is what happened, right? So cool. Went there now. I'm the youngest there.
Okay.
So obviously I know that the Riz and the game got to be.
You
know what I'm saying? See the first guy go up to do his set. He's come down looking disappointed. So I'm thinking, wait,
is it them sets where there's like girls lined up here, man them lined up here?
No, it could have been, but it was one where basically, so obviously, you get on set. There's a girl sitting down there, table and everything set, and yeah, you just got to chat to her for like 20,
a one-on-one date.
One-on-one date, yeah.
Oh, what's that thing called? The one where Castillo and that light skin.
Yeah. It's like that, literally like that. But obviously, the girl's got two. So she goes on 2 dates.
Yeah.
And whoever she likes, she goes out on that person. Cool. So here we go. So basically now, boom, I see the first person come down. He looks disappointed. He's just like, yo, this girl. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, they're not going to do that to me. Because I don't want to do something I don't feel. And I'm very straightforward, innit? Do you know what I mean? I don't like to be around the bush. That's just me. Cool. Comes to my turn now. What was so great is that obviously we had a stylist there. They gave us free clothing and everything.
Is it?
Yeah, and it was just blessed. So I met a guy called D Frills. He was like my older brother there. He was like, Travis, like, look, man, like, before you sit down, like, before they give a drink,
Telling you the ins and
telling me
outs.
the ins and outs, and I'm like, before they give a drink, what? He's like, yeah, just pour the girl a drink, innit?
Your first expression.
Yeah, like just do what I say, and I'm like, all right, cool. So it's like I said, it's very professional. You gotta be on point. Mic on. Travis is walking up the stairs. He's on set. Cool. First thing I walk in, I see a big ass camera, like on full on bazooka. I'm like, okay, this is serious.
Yeah.
And I'm seeing the team at the back just
like looking.
And then I walk in through the door. I see the table. I see another bazooka camera, and then boom, I see the girl.
That is mad, bro.
But then I'm like, okay, hold on, this girl's kind of nice.
Pressure.
They didn't do me
pressure,
bad.
though. That's pressure.
It's pressure, but I was like, because the other guys felt disappointed about their date, I was like, I can boost that.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're on a date with a girl, had to speak to her for 20 minutes, but they cut it down to, I think, like 7 minutes on the video, I think, roughly.
Or like the edits
and,
and
stuff
cool,
like that.
Cool.
I'm there talking with her. I kept it real. You guys can see, yes, I made the woman blush. Okay. She wasn't just feeling me on camera, she was also feeling me off camera.
Right, it was that good.
It was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, she was a very pretty girl. And I wanted to see what's up. So, everyone asked this question, but after seeing the connection me and her had, did we go out on a date? All right? Because here's this, okay? And I think, obviously, as a lot of guys, we got trust issues, in it. And I think this was just like, when I'm talking to a girl, I want to be proven wrong. Like, prove me wrong that you're going to not do me dirty. Prove me wrong that me giving you my time is going to be worth it. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Because me, I'll be real. I'm a lover boy. So when I'm in love with somebody, I go that extra mile. Even just with my bedrooms, like, I see you got love for me, bro. Man's going to go that extra mile for you. Do you get what I'm saying? 100%. Anyway, so, cool. I was obviously come off set now. Guys are like, oh, you were amazing, you killed it, so and so. But they were like, you need to get the girl's number, like so and so and so. Right. So obviously she also got picked up in Addison Lee. Addison Lee's waiting outside for her. I go to the bus driver, I go to the driver now, I'm like, look, mate, listen. There's a beautiful woman about to walk in this car right now. Can you please give me her number? Like,
like a secret.
Yeah. So I wrote it down on a card for him to give to her.
Yeah.
And he doesn't even speak proper English. He's like, I don't know what he was.
You know what was there.
Cool.
They'll pattern you, bro.
I'm like, yeah, say no more. Making sure. I looked him in his eye. I said, what's man? Like, you better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chemistry everything was there. And I actually had hope. I had hope for this girl.
Okay.
So I went to my boy's Paris's house and she's FaceTimed me. And I'm like, oh. Off the rip.
Bro, you're in.
So I was, that's literally, even Paris was like, yeah, bro, you're in. All right. This is when things went left. All right. This is where things went left. Okay.
Oh.
No disrespect to her. Obviously, an amazing person, but like.
No substance.
Quote unquote. The problem is that, all right. So she was actually meant to come to my show, which on the video, she promised she will come. She didn't turn up. She made a next excuse.
She'd even, like, did she say on the day? Oh.
So on the video, on the date, you see, I told her 26, I said it was like 26 of whatever, come through. Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, I want to come through, She says that on the date. Real life, she didn't come. Okay.
Did she even say, oh, I'm not going to come at all?
No, she didn't say nothing. No,
nothing.
She just said that I'm going to. Then, number 2, we will have a full-blown conversation. Great conversation.
Yeah.
From, let's say, for example, we're talking from like 11 to like 3 p.m. Jesus. The girl's ghosted me and we ain't spoken till like 1 a.m. She don't respond to me till like 1 a.m. at night. And I'm like...
So what do you think she's like an attention seeker?
I don't know. I'm not going to say the reason to that because out of respect for her, I'm not going to say that part really. But that one thing there was a bit odd. Now, the last part was that the reason why it went left is because I found out that she did something with a close brethren of mine. So, but she knew.
Let's talk about Unity Clothing London and Trust the Journey Clothing. So I know you did some modeling for them.
Yeah.
Talk about that, bro.
Yeah. So, both of them I met on my journey. Obviously Unity, I work more closely with, but obviously Trust the Journey, obviously it was someone I went college with. And yeah, like what I really liked was that what I was doing with the modeling, I was trying to also quote unquote have their brands be seen a bit more.
Okay, yeah.
Obviously they're still getting their money and everything. But I always wanted to get the modeling side into things as well, because I feel like the modeling side is just really good as an artist as well. And modeling is, and I love fashion as well. I love, like, you know, putting things together and stuff like that. And yeah, like just seeing, I work more closely with Unity now. Like, for example, last headline show, we worked really closely with them. And yeah, there's just that connection now that we know, like, all right, yo, we got an event, trying to pull through, or yo, like, we're trying to do this, trying to do that, and everything aligns in it. So
So it's like an opportunity for them to kind of make them use your event to sell their own clothes as
yeah,
well.
sell their own
So
clothes, put themselves out there
yeah,
to meet even more artists that maybe want to model within their clothing or something like that. Like, it just opens more doors. And I just think also as well, like, doing the little photo shoots as well, just actually just really help, like,
yeah, good
good
reputation.
reputation. Yeah,
Yeah.
literally that, it just pushes out so much more. But yeah, and always with both clothing brands, like, they're always coming up with new stuff, and it's both fits my particular style. So and that's why I work really close with them. Yeah.
Would you do modeling in the future?
100%, 100%. It's definitely something I want to invest into, want to get into. I guess pretty much, I'm a man of ready talents, man. I want to just broaden my
Yeah, man.
horizons as it is, and yeah, I definitely want to do it. I know Unknown T, Dave,
Yeah,
Aesop Rocky all do it, and
yeah. Like Boohoo and stuff.
the Boohoo and stuff like that, and I just think it's so cool. Like, I'm actually doing like content/photo shoot days where
Yeah.
other artists come together and we,
I did see behind the scenes
yeah,
one of your recent posts on Instagram,
yeah.
actually. Yeah.
So like, even that, like, my boy Risky, like, he posted one on, I forgot the clothing brand's name, but literally he got the photos, posted it on his Insta, and now he's on their page.
Sweet.
Do you get what I'm saying?
So free promotion.
Free promotion there. Do you get what I mean? And now,
Yeah.
you know, it's just getting your face out there. Oh, I've seen him on this, seen him on this. Da, da, da. But I just think it's just nice to, like, have like, you put on a fit that you want to, like, take a photo in, and then the art just comes out,
Yeah,
and you're just like, yeah, like, this banging photo. Do you know what I mean? So
more genuine, you know,
yeah,
authentic.
authentic with it. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, modeling is definitely something 100% I love to do. Yeah,
That's good, bro. Yeah, it's good. I was gonna say people like, because you spoke about touching different industries. 50 did that. All these old school rappers did that. They have their own podcasts, clothing, stuff like that, modeling. You know, so yeah. Even the movie stuff
Movies
as well.
short
So
films.
it's good to
Like,
have your face everywhere.
yeah.
It's like your own style of advertisement. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
Exactly.
that's
Like, you
good.
know,
You.
even Dave is a prime example. You know, him being in Top Boy,
Yes.
and then obviously him modeling. I think it was Balenciaga, or
Was it the Paris
it's
event?
Paris event. Oh,
Yeah.
and like, even him just learning to play different instruments and just all these different things, just so that therefore it's just like, you got so many tools that you can just use. And that's something that I'm like learning to do pretty much. Yeah.
That's cool, my bro. That's cool, my bro. Now, let's talk about MW events, man. You said you're the co-founder of that.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
how did that all come into place from like beginning to end?
Oh,
You know?
man, so
It's a
like, I
journey,
love this
yeah.
story. I love this story, man, because, like, you know,
Share it with us.
yeah, it's real, man. And this story, like even till now, I look back from when we started to where we are now. Like, it's such a crazy journey, and
Ooh.
you know, we've been up for 2 years now. You know, next year,
Nice.
April, will be 3 years.
Nice.
You know, so how it started was, obviously, it was back at uni.
Mm.
At that time, obviously, me, Zeno, TVT, like, the bond was all there. We were getting closer and closer.
Yeah.
So Zeno was like, yo, like, you guys are hard. There's a bit of a gap in the market right now. We need to figure out a way of getting you guys out there. And Zeno's he loves music. He's got the playlist ready. He's got the jams ready. Do you get what I'm saying?
Swear.
So he's a big fan of both of us. You know what I mean? He'd go out, he will stream the song 3, 4, do you get what I'm saying, times. But he was like, yeah, we need to figure out a way to get you guys out there. So I remember now, he was like, like, give us like a week in it, give me a week, we're gonna come up with a plan. He knew a venue which was in Kingston called The Mill. And literally from there we were talking about promoting. We were obviously, this was us delving into the professional side of things.
Okay.
You know, let's see how we can work as a team. And we worked really well as a team, we gelled well. We, you know, what was good is that because of obviously TVT live in one area and me live in one area.
Oh, so you're just promoting different areas.
Different areas, and to come together at one. Do you get what I'm saying? And just to be there at one spot. Even Zeno as well. Like, he was the head of the Filipino Society back in uni, so he was still bringing people together, all one. And what was so good about it is that we brought so many people together to where, yeah, you may not know each other, but you may have something I would want, and we can gel together, and life is good from there. So yeah, like, we would be having meetings. Sometimes we'd be having meetings to where we were in the booth in the library from like 4 o'clock to like 10 at night, traveling home, get home for like midnight, eat dinner.
That's how
next day repeat. Do you know what I'm saying? People, like, a lot of people don't know, even till now, like, the ends that me and the guys put together to host these events, like, it takes time. And you know, when the obviously a lot of people see the result because they come to the event and see how great it is, but you know, that's all just because me, Zeno, TVT all put in time. You know, and even meeting Shams as well, coming on the team as well, like all 4 of us coming together to make it happen. You know,
yeah, you can't rush greatness, man.
You can't rush. And like I said, so we started off in small pub in Kingston. First event we pulled in like good like 50, 70 people.
Yeah, pubs are actually good. They accept quite events. Yeah, people that sing and stuff
gigs, like that. Yeah, gigs, pubs, little gigs and stuff like that. Like, so it was
that's
like
a good starting point.
It was a good starting point, and the reason why it was good because already knew the owner of the pub.
Even better.
So we was like, we obviously had to really show ourselves, like, look, this is what we can do. All right, cool. So we had upstairs and downstairs. So obviously upstairs capacity is like 70, maybe at most like 80 in it. Cool. He said, all right, we're gonna make you use this venue. Obviously we focused on bar spend, but also the fact of having an event and people going home safe.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because obviously we're young. Like, at the time I was 20, you know, all right, let me see if you guys are really on it, and this will determine whether this business is going to work or not, because at the end of the day, you guys are kids to me.
Also, bro, even the people on your team as well, like, you need to understand there's probably roles where they're not glorified, and there's roles where people get more money or more this. So having like-minded people who are ready to take that risk or sacrifice is, it's not easy.
It wasn't easy. You know, we had I admit we had some internal arguments and some internal problems, you know, the fact of, like, you know, who really saw our best interest. Is this person really doing this for money, or are you only in this because it's giving you some sort of fame? And obviously, in certain cases, obviously, there were times where maybe one of us were lazy than others, you know, and we had to learn that, like, you know, in running a business, it's like a baby. Do you get what I'm saying? So the failures that we did have, you know, it showed us that, all right, cool, you can't just be putting this amount, we need to put that amount into the business. And so from there, being in that small pub, obviously the pub owner was perfectly fine with it. He was happy with the fact of us coming back.
So they're bringing him customers.
Giving him customers, at least, you know what I'm saying?
So everybody's eating.
Do you know what I'm saying? So second event now we had, this was like, okay, we've done one event, this is the pinnacle. And this was the event that showed us that we can do this actively. So we went from having 70 people to then having like 120, 130 people. And we went from upstairs to downstairs now. And at that time I had a song called Don't Be Silly that I was just like doing here and there. TVT had his song called Birkin, which he was promoting here and there. And obviously this was a big event.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
People, bro. Like,
it was crazy, man. And obviously, at that event was like a highlight, a milestone for us, because I mean, we all went home tired.
Of course.
We all went home tired. Energy's high. You know, some people are licked. You know what I mean? man, them are trying to go Gowden, man, them, you know what I'm saying? It was
happy ending.
Happy endings, you know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm
No one
saying?
left home unhappy.
Come on.
And yeah, that was a whole mark for us to know that, okay, cool, we're going to go from just doing events to now becoming a registered company.
It's good.
And from there, like, we went from different places. We've been in venues in Clapham, West Kensington, there's a couple other venues as well. Like we've even just like even tried to do Stratum. Like we've been around, and then after coming to this year, I did an internship for a company called Grit School.
Yes, Grit School.
Yeah.
A couple people I've interviewed.
So went there now, and I met a girl called Janae, and she worked in the box part.
Oh, really?
So I was like,
Connections, man.
It's a hunch. I don't think it's gonna work because I know there's different hierarchies to things, but there's no harm in trying.
Yeah.
So I obviously shot her. I'm obviously talking to her face to face. I'm like, look, listen, I'm gonna need your help. Now I know this may be a long thing to ask, but can you reach out to whoever's in charge of events? Just like that. She got straight onto the job, just like
Sweet.
that. Within 2 days, go back. Here's his number. Here's his email. Calm, perfect. Messaging every day. We dropping Ian's dropping emails, calls until the one time we like what you see, we're gonna put you on board. From there, we had he did Shoreditch, Box Park Shoreditch.
Yeah. On your post, you mentioned Wembley and I think Croydon.
Yeah. So no, we actually we haven't used Croydon, but because of our audience is very more central.
Okay.
So traveling to Croydon is a bit of a
trek.
Yeah. So, but like more Shoreditch and Wembley is easier for people, innit? And we used Shoreditch, the first one where we had the NW events in its coldest ones, where we did like a big open mic. Sold out, which was very like another big milestone for us for our first event in Box Park, where we sold out, and we had so many new talent come through. We had people come from Cardiff, Bournemouth, just to come to this one bit right here, and that event was a really good indication for us because it showed us obviously what we're going to do for more events and what we can do when we come together as well. And from there we've had 3 events in Shoreditch, 1 event in Wembley. We got another one in Wembley on the 22nd of November, and we've built. You know what? It's that's where we're at right now, to the point where at this moment in time, obviously, I will say, obviously, my bro, TVT, he's got his own separate business now, so he's been working on that, and it's just been me and Zeno. But like, obviously, to make people understand, like, me and Zeno, the same way you may do your podcast, like, we work hard. I work a full-time job. He works a full-time job.
Yes.
We come home. I get home for 6, 7 o'clock. He gets home for like 7, 8 o'clock. We're on the phone for like an hour, 2 hours, straight to business. Boom. All right, cool. What's the plan for the next event? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Okay, this flyer needs to come out. That flyer needs to come out. All right, Travis? Can you get 15 artists on board? So and so and so and so and so. And it's one thing I love that it's taught me about being stern. View more like, okay, cool. I don't care if you're gonna be upset because you're not on this performance list, but I will have you in due time. Come on. It's made me realize these things and also provide the opportunity. And people more and more after they come, they see the vision.
Yeah.
They've seen that like we've created a place to where people can come together and not only just it be music, but also have fun. Because sometimes I get it. Sometimes it can be a bit overwhelming, and you're like, should I quit? Nah, you go and see that other person perform and be like, all right, cool, go time. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, NW events, man, it's built a lot. 2-year mark, hitting the 3-year mark soon. We've done so much, and I'm grateful for having this event. It's my baby, man. It's like a little baby.
Bro, listen, that's how it is. So, it's like having a car as well. You gotta maintain it,
maintain
everything,
everything.
look after it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes modify it. You never know.
Get what I'm saying? And we've had so much, and even as well, this company has allowed me to also have my own headline show, and that was even a big milestone just for myself, not even the company, but just for myself and everyone else that performed on the day. And you know, I did something different on the day where I brought like I think it was like 5-6 artists together, and they did like, you know, like you may go to like a concert and they do like a back-to-back of different artists. Maybe like Heady One brings on this person and that person.
Like a surprise, innit?
Yeah,
Surprise
yeah.
thing,
So we had all these artists together, and named them. They come together to call TNT. It's Talent, and came together. They did a 10-minute set, and each one of the artists performed the 1 minute and 30 seconds of their song, and then it switched to the next person. Brilliant. And it was a thought I had in my head. I was just like, look, let's do this here in the headline show. Turned out great. Turned out perfect, near perfect, man. And it just shows people that, let's say, when we were talking about before, like when you come together and work as a team, like you will create big things, like you do big things, like, you know what I'm saying? And that headline show through this event has showed me, helped a lot of paranoia that I had in my head about who around me do really care and support me. It really did show me like, cool, like these are my people.
Do your thing,
you know what I'm saying? These are the ones that are fucking with Wagwan and all that other stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the story and of the events, man. So and we went up right now. We're looking, obviously, like I said, 22nd November. We're having an all-female lineup. I feel like, you know what I mean? So
I went to shout out Asbo Radio, man. I saw they have their own thing going on when it comes to people networking and performances, producer clashes, whatever. So yeah, I saw their own female lineup, man. Yeah, different. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what? And even like, me and this Zena came with this idea because of the last event that we had. And I'll be very real, like, there's no disrespect to the man them, but the gal them came and showed off the mic. Singers, rappers, showed off the mic. Yeah. That's not to say the man them ain't dead. It's just
like they came with more energy.
More energy, more professional. They're on it.
They came prepared.
So we're like, you know, let the ladies come together.
Yeah, I feel like, you know what it is, women do need more recognition.
That's why it's also as
a
well.
lot of people, they kind of undershine them a lot. And I understand, like, I'll be honest, some women say, oh, I'm pussy this, I'm a city girl this, but there are some girls that are really chatting some real stuff.
Bro, there are some, that's what I'm saying. In the underground scene, there's some girls that can spit.
Yeah, sing. So, like, they're like the female dappy, bro.
Yeah, there you go. So it's not just the younger mate. It's more than that. And that's the thing, is that, like, this has showed me that, like, there is we want to bring them together, and that's why we're doing this event, that to give them a bit more limelight, give them a bit more of, and also just have a great night. And also some people may look at this as practice for you know, I mean, amen, the next move, O2 arenas, but, you know, get to that standpoint, bro.
Proper, bro.
100%. Yeah, man, that's essentially what the journey's been like with NW events, man. Sleepless nights, late nights, conking out bare Red Bull.
I feel
you know what I'm saying? Red Bull was my best mate for a year. And coffee.
Fam, Red Bull and coffee should be your best mate for the rest of your life.
You know what I'm saying? And it's been like that. Late sleepless nights. Even maybe like I talking about my insomnia, like 2 a.m. I come up with the craziest idea.
Bro,
I've got to drop it in the message before I forget that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, even like me, even like writing my lyrics at 2 a.m. Travis, wake up, we're writing phone, let's go. Do you get what I'm saying? That was NW events, man. So yeah, that's the story behind it, man.
I'm proud you're taking different ventures, man. You have the music, you have the events here, you know, like true entrepreneurship. That's
Yeah, man, because you know what's crazy? Like, I wasn't, who knows? But I wasn't meant to do NW events now. My plan was to run events when I became more established.
Like more structure, fame, foundation.
Fame, everything.
Yeah.
But God said, nah, you're doing this now.
So it worked, man.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you never know when the blessing's going to come. You never know when it's going to happen. I feel like a lot of people block their blessings because they're so narrow-minded to one thing. And it's like, but you forgot all these other things. Do you get what I'm saying? Too much potential wasted. You know, and it's crazy because even on top of that, a lot of people that are through doing NW events, I meet a lot of people that are in their head too much. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you have to be your own mentor to a degree. Like, if I make a song
right? I'm not. I used to do this. I stopped doing this, but I'm not sending it to this person to be like, yo, what's your opinion?
Yeah, it's true, you know.
know?
Because sometimes, even though as much as you want to say, "Oh, I'm strong-minded," like the small, like, cool. Let's say this: weak people, they're weak in it, but a lot of them can become strong.
100%.
So a lot of negative stuff can eventually overwhelm you.
Exactly.
So you're not actually not pushing that forward. You understand? So I understand you not, doing that anymore. That's a good habit.
And it's just a thing to where like, like I said, it all comes in the mind first before putting it into action. Like it's just as simple, even just watching like say anime, you see a character go through so much hardship, but then he's the most powerful near the plot or the end or whatever it is because he's putting that hard work knowing full well that right now I'm weak to shit. But I know that if I train and do this and do that and all these different stuff, life is good. It's gonna build up. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's the mindset that I have now, in a sense. And I think as well as the last thing I would say, which also co-links to why NW Events is doing well, and I put so much behind it, is also being comfortable in your own space. I feel like a lot of people find validation somewhere else, but you ain't found validation in yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? So I had to learn to find that validation in myself so that I can pour that into NW Events and become a better person. Because I'll be very real with you, in the beginning of NW Events, nah.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Weren't it? I'm the way I'm talking, yo bro, you're a fan, I'm speaking to someone who's higher up than me, I'm like, yo, red flag. You know what I'm saying? I've had to learn to change up my link.
The way you speak,
all these different things, and I think people need to understand that, like, even the biggest artists that you're watching to this day, they have both the professional and
like their own self.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You ever, like, even my mum, like, you ever heard your mum go from
on the phone, innit?
In the phone?
Yeah, she turns to her like white accent.
Exactly,
that, bro.
Listen. And then afterwards, I hang up the phone. All right, now we're back onto this now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have both. You gotta be I think it's all a jack of all trades, but don't be a master of none.
True.
Simple as that.
True,
but yeah, that's the story behind NW Events, man.
Oh, that's good, bro. That's good. And now for the wind down questions, man, just to, like leave on a good.
Cool.
You know what I'm saying? So where would you see yourself in 5 years?
Oof. So where Trage sees himself in 5 years is that I definitely would say I'd be more established. I would have been to a point of having a more organic following, not just in the UK, but elsewhere as well. Elsewhere as well, in Europe, maybe even in Asia as well. Doing big shows like O2 arenas. I've always dreamed about doing that. And I would also say taking where NW Events is now to a point where it's almost like, like wireless or something like that. Do you know? But in terms of artists myself, like I said, performing at big stages, like O2 arenas, or wireless, going to different countries and working with different artists. I even feel like the one key thing I want to do is that I know that I want to at least work with 2 people that are established, and I think bit by bit as well, just like releasing more mixtapes, because I've released a lot of singles, but releasing more mixtapes, releasing more EPs, and working with other. I think the biggest milestone is traveling and working with other.
Or like actually doing projects
overseas and working with people overseas, and like I said, Unknown T is a great example of doing it. Digga D as well, and I've also always dreamed about it as well. Like there's obviously various shows as well that are out that I want to go on. But
yeah, like you said before, like similar to the
Nella Rose stuff, stuff like that. I used to think about having like my own like Jeremy Kyle sort of thing, or like Maury thing. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like one thing with me, outside of music, I've always been the person that's there to hear out somebody and gives like a good solid advice to somebody to make sure that they go about their day good. So that's what my life would look like in the next 5 years. But I always say to people, God's got me, and you just got to follow the journey, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Simple as that.
It's good, my bro. If you had to date a celebrity or musician, who would it be?
Ooh, yo, let's go. Watch the people them get silly now. Right? See you lot here out there saying, "Oh, Beyonce and Rihanna." No disrespect to them, they're beautiful ladies, but man's got my type. Alright, so man's got a top two.
Sheesh.
Top two. Alright. Coco Jones. Okay.
Coco Jones.
Coco Jones. Listen, I don't know what it is. There's just something about Coco Jones to me. Stupendous. That's just me. That's just me. Coco Jones, man. Coco Jones.
It's karma, bro.
And the other one, unfortunately, for Preg, by Big Sean, Janae Aiko.
Oh yeah,
you know, but big up to her and that. But yeah, that would have been, but yeah, Coco Jones, man. That's that. But obviously in the that's America actually. In the UK, I think everyone's gonna say Georgia Smith. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
she nice.
Yeah, I know what I'm saying. Let's be real, man. Let's be real here. I'm
a lighty guy too. I'll be real, bro.
Do you know what, bro? I'm gonna keep it so real with you.
Yeah.
I'll be so keep it up. I actually, I know people will be like, oh, like you're trying not. I actually don't have a type like that, but yeah,
preference.
There we go.
You.
Yeah.
Let me say your story, bro.
Go on.
I was speaking to one dark skin,
Yeah.
I was speaking to one dark skin, She must have said, "Oh, what's your type?" I said, I don't have a type, but I've got a preference. At first, she was like, cool. I said lighties,
Yeah.
She flipped out on me, bro.
That makes no sense.
Out on me, bro.
But she's okay.
No, but she said something like, "Oh, but lighties always get the attention." I'm like, listen, that's
that's just what you
preference.
Like. Yeah.
But you know, when women hear one thing, they don't want to hear another.
Do you know, 100%. And I also think it maybe even that girl probably pissed you off. So maybe you're just like, I've done this. But like, even like me, for example, like I don't have a type and I do have a preference. When I see something I like, I see something I like. It's point. But I hate that question. Like, what's your type? Like, bro, most of the time, most of you girls, you have a type and then you have an exception.
Exactly.
Do you get what I'm saying?
You know?
And like, I'm like, hold on, you didn't say you like Barry, but you're with Barry. But you said you like Jerome. Like, it don't make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, you got to allow me with whatever you see, the woman that I'm with.
It's where it is.
It is where it is. Shut your mouth, walk on, done. Simple. You don't need to worry about that. But yeah, man. Big up my Europeans, my Asians, and my
big up
Coco.
we
love all the ladies, man. Just
every guy's a preference.
I'm saying.
Life,
if you're crazy, stay over there. If you're stressful, stay over there. If you ain't got your shit together, stay over there. If you're mine, over there, please. Over there, please. My head's big enough already. I can't do with more stress, bro. Like, it's just point. I just can't, man. I just can't. But yeah, man. Coco Jones, man. Big up.
Yeah, all the liars as well, man. Cool. What country would you not go to even though you was given £1 million?
Oh,
can't lie, bro. I've had a couple.
Alright, hold on. Let me dissect this. What country would I not go to
even if you was given £1 million?
Even if I was given £1 million? Oh my days. Damn. Make this one go out there and we're going to deem man as racist. But hey, you know what? F it. I ain't going to Australia.
Bro.
I ain't going to Australia. I'm sorry. I got a friend at work. I no offense to you. I got love for you in it. But you're going to have to hear this one. Them creatures out there. Bro. Crazy. Jurassic Park. Why is the little spider you got down here in England that's dangling off your bedroom, why is that 50 times bigger over there?
Bro, it's like Noel said, they're all advanced.
All advanced. How, like, even snakes, how can I be chilling? And then I got Pete the snake, the python, just chilling.
Bro, even out the toilet as well, bro. Like, I hear stories like that as well.
Do you get what I'm saying? How come I bust a doo-doo and I got one there slip? No. Australia, madness. You might see me, but hey, you better have pest control, snake control, crocodile control, all of that control. Because, yeah, I'm not there.
Give to aspiring artists.
Cool.
Especially if they're literally coming into the game. Because the game's changed, bro. We have TikTok now.
Yeah.
IG Reels, YouTube Shorts came in the game now. Yeah, everybody's saying F labels.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if there's any advice,
I break it down into 3 little parts, and I think this also relates to me myself. I think the first thing is lowering your expectations. The problem is with a lot of artists that I've seen that I may have a lesser following than me, even have a bigger following than me, go somewhere, have an expectation because they may have released a song or done something, then they may have a circle that's telling them, that's hard. But just know that circle that thinks it's hard is not the same circle when you're somewhere in a different room. So when you go with the expectation that you think this song's gonna blow in the people, because even this as well, like, I had to learn this. Like, I think even Tyler the Creator said it. You know when you go to a show and people you just bop in your head, or you see a person bop in their head after you're performing, it doesn't mean the person's not listening, they're just processing. A lot of people nowadays are very slow. It takes them time to understand, oh wow, that bar, oh wow, that melody. Do you get what I'm saying? So for me, I've just lower expectations, and the more you lower your expectations, the more success and the more good outcomes you would get. Because if you have an expectation and it doesn't go your way and you instantly think negative, you're only gonna get negative things.
Trust me.
Just point blank period. So that's number one. Number 2, if being open-minded. Get out your comfort zone, man. Stop doing what worked for this person may not work for you. So, you know, maybe this person who climbed up the building, maybe you got a parachute off a building. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, be open-minded to what you can do, because there's a whole world out there. As simple as we've got a plane to go to another country, because there's a whole world out there. Like, be open-minded. Don't just close yourself to one thing, because yes, you can find an audience to that, and that's great. But when, let's say, not even a label, but someone who has more higher power comes up to you and is like, yo, like, I want you to maybe perform an R&B track, but you just got pure drill.
Yeah, like, you gotta be not versatile, but you have to know when to change something. At least at one point in your career.
That, you know what I'm saying, and that also ties into the fact of having a catalogue of things, man, so that, you know, when you go into it, you got something there ready. Do you know what I'm saying? And the last thing that I will say to people, even one, which I was more weight. I'll definitely say that the last advice I give to people that are coming in the game or already in the game, okay, figure out who would go out the end of the earth for you.
Yes.
You know, there's only so much you can do yourself. Like, you know, me, I be real, I'm bad at camera work. Tell me to take photography, I am trash. But I know that there's 10 other people out there that I can rely on that can see the same vision and can get the job done. And just also, like, work. But I think the problem is as well is, like, people, so, like, for example, you have a song that's out, instantly people think about, I want to get on I'm Just Bait. But maybe you know a friend who has a promo page.
Yeah,
work with them.
Do it for free.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Work with them, and then slowly it will knock up. But once you figure out who your core people are, and who the core people who really support you, then you can work with them to then build on bigger things. And more time, I'll be real, the person that you've known for years probably ain't done the most for you than the person you learned in a day.
It's true.
I can definitely say that in what I've gone through, there's people I've known for 6 years plus ain't done nothing for me. Yo, bro, I need £20. I'm low. Ain't done that. But the person I met literally at the event the other day that I've connected with through my music and more, yo, bro, like, man's kind of tight. Don't worry about that, yeah. Just, I'm gonna slap you that. You know what? Don't worry about paying me back.
They're probably even adding like, oh yeah, I thought about this the other day. You know what I'm saying? After sending you the money as well.
That and it's just a simple thing of that person not telling those people that are not going to sit there and tally your mistakes. If you got someone that's there tallying your mistakes, they're not going to support you the same way how you want. Oh yeah, remember when my man did this, so why am I going to go out there? Nah, the person has to see the good even if you did bad. And if you ain't got that real circle around you to show you that, then like you need to change your circle, man. Because like I said, there's a whole world out there. There's new people out there that can take you from where you are right now to somewhere else. We live in a world, it's not what you know, it's who you know. It takes one person. Simple as that. So that's my advice. That's my advice, man.
I think we're done for today, bro.
Yes, man. Nevertheless, thank you for having me on. This has been great, man. Great questions, and
no, that's cool, my bro.
Gas for this one, man.
Good to have you here, bro. Knowledge, experience, you've gave the youth and that. You know what I'm saying? Just bare things, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. And yeah, man, I hope that everyone can take this in. And nevertheless, I'm grateful for being here, man.
That's cool, man. Yeah, it's AntNation. We're out, man. Peace.
Yeah, man, we out.